Okay, ladies, let's talk about how broke men don't love you. Hear me out. Men are givers by design. This is the way God made them. This is why they are the providers. They produce seed. They are givers by nature. Women, we are receivers by nature. We are nurturers by design. This is why you hear Dr. Miles Monroe say that if you give a woman a seed, she'll multiply it and turn it into a baby. If you give a woman a house, she'll multiply it and turn it into a home. This is so correct. All right. So if men, by design, by nature, don't have anything to give, how do you think that's going to make him feel about you? Especially when he gets his sense of purpose from what he is able to reproduce. This is where men find their value in their job, in their purpose, and what they are able to give and what they are able to produce. Well, how do I know? That is why they call tithes your seed money, sowing a seed. So a man's value is tied to his money. So if he's not able to do for you, and if he's not able to give, it's hard for him to love you. Men's love grow for a woman by how much he's able to do for her, how much he's able to give her. That is how a man shows his love, through his pocketbook.
Notice how they don't value anything. And when I say anything, anything except for your ability to produce and give them money. Real talk. Like, there's no qualifications to meet it. You know, every woman thinks that they deserve a rich man. Cool. Well, then share him with all of the other women that want to be a part of his life also. They don't talk about character. They don't talk about whether or not he believes in God, spirituality. They don't talk about, endurance. They don't talk about any of that. And see, let me qualify myself for those of you that may be new here. And I always like to give credit to the content creator, so that link is going to be down in the description to link back to their page, because it's the right thing to do. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. This link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I done been every position. As a person that has been married for over 21 years, almost 21 years in June, but over 20 years, and I've had a lot of money. I've went completely broke. And when I say completely broke, I'm talking about broke, moving back into your mom's basement, right when I was having my daughter, in the middle of the housing crisis in 2008, living in Detroit. So that's literally a triple whammy and the worst circumstances ever. And then got it all back times 1,000. And so as a person that is rich, has been poor, has had money, went broke, as a person that has built it from the beginning, we don't talk about the qualifications, first of all, of a woman that is supposed to be with you, because there's so much more to it. It's more to it about being equally yoked. Most of the women that are with the man that they are with them because that's what they qualify for. They are what they attract. So in order for you to get into the presence of a generous man, you first has to meet the expectations. And more importantly, men that are younger, for example, at the time that you should probably be getting married, they aren't supposed to have money. They aren't supposed to have resources. They are supposed to be getting it out the mud. If you 18, 19, 21, 22, 23 years old, you're supposed to be broke. And this is why so many guys have so much pressure on them, and they are not able to really find their purpose because they're too busy trying to meet the expectation of women that don't even qualify for where it is that they're going. I'm going to let her cook, right? Because I want to hear the full context of what she's saying. But there's so much missing out of this conversation that would be very helpful, and context is what matters, and communication is more than just whatever it is that's spewed to you. You need the full context. They keep telling you that broke men don't love you. No, it depends on the context. Is it circumstantial? Was it a situation that happened? When did you meet him? What do you qualify? What do you qualify as broke? So many different parts of the conversation. But let me hear the rest of what she has to say, and then we're going to go from there.
How much he does for her, how much he sacrifices for her. So my advice to you is, if a man is not in a position yet to be able to give the way he wants to give to you, I suggest you wait. This is where you're able to grow your friendship. You guys pray for one another. Pray for him. You know, if he's really a friend, someone that you really respect, pray for him. But do not enter into an exclusive relationship with this man, because he's going to become resentful. Men who are not where they want to be in life financially resent their partners.
That's not true. They resent the fact that the partner, and first of all, you shouldn't even be looking for a partner. You should be looking for a husband, and you should be looking for a wife. So partnership, throw that shit out the window. But they aren't resentful towards the person. They're resentful towards the idea that you're trying to prevent me or take away time from the thing that's meaningful, and think that I'm supposed to focus on you when I'm supposed to be focusing on something else. And see, that is the context, that is the key. And of course, nobody is a monolith, so we got to speak to the majority, not the minority. But
And if he does not take it out on you physically, he will take it out on you verbally or emotionally or mentally.
this is crazy.
Okay? So
I don't know who y'all taking y'all advice from. Honest to God, I genuinely don't. I mean, and listen, I'm not saying that she's off. I haven't seen all of her content. I'm just reacting to this in real time, and maybe she adds additional context in her other videos. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt, y'all.
make sure that you guys are assessing these potential relationships before before you're just all in. All right. Women, you know, when a man is giving to us, this is why I don't understand that 50-50 crap, you know. And what does a woman bring to a table? She brings everything that a man can't. She brings everything to the table that a man can't. Okay? So a woman is able to multiply things. She is able to bring value to things. It is a woman who is able to bring value to that man's money. That is why, you know, a man loves getting partners that he can build with, that he can grow with, right? So this is why they call it Mother Nature, because it's the seed that goes into the ground, and then it produces much fruit. When a man gives his seed to a woman, it produces a baby. So we are receivers. And so when they say a woman is a gold digger, well, she just wants me from, listen, she is designed to make sure that that man is able to provide.
This is insane. Yo, listen. For those of you guys that are on your purpose and getting to the bag and becoming successful, make sure you vet the woman for where you're trying to go. Vet her for whether or not she qualifies for where you're going to be at. Listen, don't just give your money and don't do it for a woman. Never ever do it for a woman. Do it because it is what is purposeful, it is what is right, it is what's going to make the most sense. And do it because, seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. Do it because it's the right thing to do, and do it and take care of business. Do not do it in order to get to a woman. Don't focus on women. They come along with the game. I promise you. Don't focus on a woman. They come along with the game. If they are there for your resources, they don't like you. They just like what you represent. I'm telling you. Listen to and I'm rich as fuck. Real talk. Listen to
Especially if she's going to bring her children into the world. She got to make sure that her and those children are going to be good. There has to be a level of security that that woman gains from that relationship. Okay? So don't feel guilty or any kind of ways when a man tries to call you a gold digger or she just wants me for my money. Well, why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't
They telling you who they are. Believe them. Stop being finesse and stop simping, bro.
she, sir? I'm not saying that that's the end all to be all, but why wouldn't she? And why wouldn't you want to provide? So just something to think about. I hope.
Men don't mind being used, but it has to be in exchange for strengths and weaknesses. And more importantly, it's the difference between being used and being misused. Remember that. Don't be misused. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat.